We all feel the need to express ourselves, to share what we're thinking and feeling, but often it seems, even with all of our technical advancement, that the most challenging and intricate form of communication is simply talking and listening. When dealing with one another, we basically use two forms of communication, verbal and nonverbal. Verbal means using words to convey your emotions, your ideas. Nonverbal is the way we communicate using our bodies.
Smiling, frowning, all kinds of facial expressions.
Gesturing, using your hands and arms.
Your overall body language and posture can say a lot.
Let's look at some nonverbal expressions. The arms are folded, the body is leaning away, and the facial expression is distracted and unfocused. Do you think this person cares what the speaker is saying? This body language is closed off and unwelcoming. We need to remember that communication is a two-way street. The way we physically respond to someone can speak volumes without even saying a word. Active listening is a good way to make sure that you're doing your part when communicating non-verbally.
Active listening means that you're totally tuned in to what the other person is saying.
Make eye contact. Respond to what you hear with the appropriate facial expression.
Keep your arms and legs relaxed. Let your posture show interest by leaning towards the speaker.
But don't get so close that you make the speaker feel uncomfortable or threatened. And even if you disagree with what's being said, don't make big gestures or sudden movements. They could be misinterpreted as aggression.
Stay focused on what the person is saying, verbally and non-verbally. Give the same respect to them that you expect to receive.
Remember to focus on what the other person is actually saying, not what you think they are saying or might say. Even if you enter a conversation with an assumption about the other person or what they think, you're not going to be able to uphold your part of the conversation. Don't jump to conclusions. You can show empathy and interest even if you don't agree with what is being said by staying connected and actively involved.
There's a verbal aspect to active listening as well.
When someone makes a point, you can show you're engaged in a conversation by restating what they said to show that you understand. Phrases like, "so what you're saying is," can help.
Or if you don't understand what you heard, let the other person know that you need more clarification. That also reflects that you care about what they're saying.
But don't interrupt them or cut them off in mid-sentence. Stay in the flow of the conversation. Match your response to the speed and energy of the other person.
Be sensitive to what the other person is feeling and let them know you understand.
When it's your turn to speak, keep making eye contact. Maintain a non-aggressive posture. Stay in control of your tone of voice and emotions. Many times, what we say gets lost in how we say it. Speak the way you want to be spoken to. Be honest and be clear. Honor the opinion of the listener by giving them a chance to respond. Remember, everything you say and do is sending a message. But sometimes the message doesn't get through.
There can be a genuine misunderstanding of words and body language because of cultural differences. Gestures can carry different meanings to different groups. Some seemingly harmless ones can be very insulting.
Sending mixed signals, like when your body language and what you're saying don't match.
People in different age groups can have trouble communicating because of vocabulary differences.
If we use a lot of slang or code words, what we're saying may not be clear. The other person may not understand your references or share your background. Using too much slang can sometimes play into a preconceived assumption someone may have of you.
Like we said before, if you're not actively listening, you're not going to be able to communicate effectively.
When you have something important that you want to say, maybe to your parents or to another adult, here are some hints that can help.
Find a time and place without a lot of distractions.
Be clear and make your point as simply as possible. Stay focused and respectful.
If you find yourself in a disagreement, don't let your emotions get the better of you. If you storm off, or get too loud, or whine, your actions will be the only things that get attention, and what you're trying to say will go unnoticed.
Arguments or misunderstandings often occur when the listener feels challenged or attacked. Phrases that start with accusations like, "you did this," "you made that happen," immediately put the other person on the defensive and close them off to what you're going to say.
iMessages let you make your point without directing blame at another person.
If you say, "I feel this way when that happens," or "when you do that, I feel that way," you take ownership and responsibility for your feelings.
Practice your communication skills by writing down what you'd like to say in iMessage form. To hone your verbal ability, try telling a story or describing something while keeping your hands behind your back. You and your friends can have fun comparing body language to see what message you convey non-verbally.
Don't forget, communication happens at many levels. How you say something can be as important as what you say.
There's an old saying, we've been given 2 ears, but only 1 mouth. So remember, active listening is fundamental.
Be empathetic and sincere, and respect what the other person has to say.
We all have something to say, and we all should be heard. Learning to communicate clearly and effectively is a skill that will serve you your whole life long.